Okay, so in a world where handheld gaming is ruled by big names like the Steam Deck, ROG Ally, and the Nintendo Switch, a new player has entered the field. Well, not to overpower the competition, but to rethink the game entirely. Meet the Abxylute One Pro, a $199 gaming device that doesn't aim to be the most powerful, but rather the most practical, sleek, and cloud-focused. And yeah, it might be just the surprise hit of 2025. Well, let's break down what makes this handheld interesting, who it's really for, and whether it is worth your money in 2025. Okay, so let's start with the build and design. Right out of the box, the Abxylute One Pro gives off a refined minimalist vibe. It features a 7-inch display with full HD 1080p resolution and a smooth 60Hz refresh rate. Well, it's not OLED or 120Hz for the price. The screen is sharp, bright, and color accurate enough to handle modern games and retro games alike. It weighs just around 430 grams, which is lighter than both the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally. That means it's perfect for long sessions. You know, the kind where you say just one more match and suddenly it is 3 a.m. exactly. It's like that. The controls are surprisingly solid. The Abxylute One Pro uses fully sized capacitive digital joysticks with Hall effect sensors. Well, that means no joystick drift like ever. The buttons are responsive, the triggers feel premium, and the textured grip makes it so easy to hold for extended gaming marathons. And yep, there is a USB-C port, a 3.5mm jack, stereo speakers, micro SD card expansion, and even 4K HDMI output if you want to dock it to a TV. All in a slim, matte-finished chassis that feels way more less expensive than a sub 200 price tag. So, performance. Okay, so now let's talk about its performance. The Abxylute One Pro isn't just trying to match the power of an RTS-powered PC in your hands. Instead, it is optimized for cloud gaming, retro emulation, and Android-based games. So, inside, it is powered by a MediaTek Genio 510 chipset paired with a 4GB LPDDR4 RAM and a 64GB of internal storage. It might sound modest, but it's kind of the point. It's efficient, runs cool, and it just works. So you can expand the storage up to 2TB via the micro SD card, which is ideal for emulators and offline Android games. But where it really shines is in streaming. Xbox Cloud Gaming, Nvidia GeForce Now, and Steam Link. All of these run beautifully on this device. We tested games like the Forza Horizon 5, the Cyberpunk 2077, and Halo Infinite via the Xbox Cloud Gaming, and it was smooth. Obviously, your internet connection plays a role, but assuming you have a decent Wi-Fi setup, the experience is shockingly fluid. And for the retro crowd, this thing is a dream. It can handle emulation up to PS2 level with ease. Classics like the God of War 2, Final Fantasy X, and even GameCube titles like the Wind Waker run without a hinge. Okay, so now let's talk about the software experience. The Abxylute One Pro runs on Android 13 out of the box, and unlike some of the Android-based handles, this one is actually well optimized. It has its own custom launcher design specifically for handheld gaming. That means no digging through phone-style menus just to launch the game. So the UI is intuitive, gamepad friendly, and customizable. You can pin cloud gaming apps, emulators, streaming apps, you name it, right to the home screen. And because it's Android, you have full access to the Google Play Store. That means games like the Genshin Impact, Call of Duty Mobile, and Diablo Immortal are just a download away. Plus, media apps like the Netflix, Spotify, and YouTube make a solid all-around media device. And also, shout out to the devs for including over-the-air updates. That means this thing can get better over time with software tweaks and app updates. So, now the most important one, battery life. For short, it is surprisingly reliable. Let's talk endurance. The Abxylute One Pro packs a 5200 mAh battery. On paper, it doesn't sound groundbreaking, but thanks to its efficient chip and screen, it actually delivers up to 8 hours of gameplay. In our real-world usage, streaming via the GeForce Now gave us around 6 to 7 hours, while lighter Android games or emulators push closer to 8 hours. Charging is done via the USB-C, and it takes under 2 hours for a full top-up. And since it doesn't heat up like more powerful handhelds do, you won't be draining your battery just to keep it cool. It's quiet, cool, and long-lasting, exactly what you want in a portable gaming device. So now let's talk about the audio and the extras. Yeah, the little things that matters. Dual front-facing stereo speakers deliver clear and loud audio. No, they won't replace your Bluetooth earbuds or dedicated headset, but for casual gaming or YouTube, they get the job done. Speaking of Bluetooth, it got Bluetooth 5.0 and Wi-Fi 5 on board. Pairing a controller, headset, or even a keyboard for Android productivity apps is smooth and painless. Other thoughtful additions: a quick launch button to jump directly into your favorite cloud gaming app, customizable button mapping, and an easy screenshot combo. It also supports 4K video output via the USB-C, so if you want to use it like a mini console on your TV, you absolutely can. So the thing is, who is this thing for? Here is the answer for the big question. Well, you can go for this if you are someone who wants to dive into game clouding without breaking the bank. Very budget friendly. And also you should get this if you are someone who loves retro emulation. This will suit your gaming personality. And also if you are someone who just wants a portable gaming device for Android gaming and entertainment, this one is absolutely for you. So it is not a hardcore AAA games looking for a native performance like you'd get it from the Valve Steam Deck or the ROG Ally, but it's also not trying to be. Actually, it is targeting a different kind of gamer, the casual to mid-core players who want good performance, great portability, and maximum value. So here's the final word. The Abxylute Pro isn't just a powerhouse. It doesn't have flagship specs, but it knows the experience it sets out to deliver. Well, for $199, you are getting a comfortable, well-built device, a crisp 1080p screen, a great cloud gaming performance, strong emulation capabilities, a clean Android experience, and a battery life that can keep you up with your day. So, in 2025, everything is getting more expensive and more complex, but the Abxylute One Pro is a breath of fresh air. It's simple, it's smart, and it works. If you've been out for the fence about handheld gaming or just want a secondary device that doesn't drain your wallet, well, this one deserves a spot on your radar. Alright, so thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, while you more drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and let us know in the comment. What's your go-to gaming setup in 2025? Until next time, stay plugged in, keep gaming. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.